Brooke Keeling here, and today we are talking about, can home buyers contact a listing agent for a home showing? Now, it's bound to happen, right? You're searching online, you're looking on Zillow, Realtor.com, whatever it may be, your neighbor's house goes up on the market, and you are curious, you want to take a look at the property. Should you contact the listing agent? Can buyers contact the listing agent? Technically, yes, you can set up a showing through the listing agent. And honestly, the only people that are going to frown upon contacting a listing agent is your buyer's agent if you're working with an agent, or buyer's agent in general, because that's how they make their commission. It's a commission-based representation. But there's no law or rule stating that a buyer cannot contact a listing agent. So if you're not actively looking to buy a home and you're just curious, it's just good to be clear about that and tell the listing agent, hey, look, I'm not actively looking. I'm just starting my home search. I'd love to look at this property. When's the next time that you're in the neighborhood? Now, do you need to sign an agreement to see a property? Touring a property does not require signing any sort of documentation. So if a listing agent does ask you to sign something, just make sure that you're really reading through that. Most likely it's a disclosure about agency, which is required by some local laws or some brokerages, people just stating, look, in this scenario, I am the listing agent representing the seller. So agency purely is who is that agent representing in that specific transaction and what are their responsibilities in regards to showing a property. However, some agents may be asking you to sign a exclusive agreement stating that they're going to represent you either on that specific property only or all properties. So they may be asking you to sign a buyer agency agreement. And although most agents aren't going to do this, I have had this happen a few times with clients that have worked with us. So just make sure that you know what you're signing and you ask questions about it. Do buyers need to find their own agent to see a property? Checking out a home doesn't require representation. If you're looking for open houses, it doesn't require agency representation. You can simply have someone open the door for you. And so if you are in the process of actively looking for a home, it's very wise to have a buyer's agent representing you. They're going to represent your best interest. But if you're just calling up listing agents, you really do need to know that that listing agent is representing the seller and the seller's best interest. So when you get serious about buying, that's really when buyers need their own agent. And just be mindful that if you do contact a listing agent to show you a property, it's very tough if you do have a buyer's agent, or if you want to then find a buyer's agent to represent you on that property, for a buyer's agent to come in and represent you at that time. So good to do your research, and I hope that that provided a little bit of insight as to what you need when you're looking for a buyer's agent, or when you're just looking around at properties, and when to find a buyer's agent to represent you. Thanks for tuning in.